Hi everyone, welcome to another video on popping my Volkswagen T2 restoration, and in this one I'm going to explain how I got to this stage. Let's go back about 10 months. I get to do a bit more investigating into the area here where it joins under the roof. You can see there's holes here, all this stuff up here. I need to figure out what that is that's been put on before. Bodged repairs possibly, filler. Yeah, I need to see. So I'm going to get in with a screwdriver, tap it, possibly a wire brush, possibly a finger sander to see how much of this is good and how much of it's not. So I've not been looking forward to it. It does go all the way along, and although it does feel solid, it doesn't feel like metal. So a bit more digging and I'll come back to you. Just a little bit of digging as expected. It's opening up all of this, and there's a lot of rust inside here that'll need cleaned out. So yeah, it does look like it goes all the way around. This stuff, I don't know what it is, if it's a type of filler. I think it's more a seam sealer than a filler. So I don't know how far it goes, and I'm tied to the weather. So although it was sunny a minute ago, this is coming my way. So frustrating, but I can only do a bit at a time just now until I can get some sort of shelter to work under. Right, done a very quick bit of work here last time and just put some duct tape over to stop the rain. And I had to stop because of the rain, because I'm open to the elements, and it could be the same today. Very unpredictable in Scotland. What I need to do is get rid of all this to see what's actually underneath and see how deep I'm going to go, because the repairs depend on how deep this is. Obviously getting in here, there's different panels attaching it, the gutter, this, the roof, and then the other problem is the fiberglass roof. You can't just weld when there's fiberglass here, so I need to get rid of all this first to see how bad it is, to see if it can be a temporary repair or if it's going to have to be a bigger job that requires more shelter. So the only way I'm going to know is by trying to get some whatever this is off. And you can see I've done it very quickly with the wire brush, but it wasn't the greatest at getting it off. So I'm going to use a few other tools to get in there a bit deeper while it's dry. I'll jump inside the van and I'll show you what tools I'm going to use. I won't do it on camera because it's just me using it, but I'll give you an idea of the tools I'm going to use that I think will be best for this job. One of my favourite tools that I use for the minis and that I find really great, well worth an investment, is the finger sander. Gets into all the spaces, the belts are fairly cheap, great for tight spaces, and it accurate work, so I would definitely recommend one of these when it comes to bodywork on cars. Next, I'll know what an angle grinder is, but one of the polycarbonate discs. These aren't as cheap as flap discs or grinding discs, but they do a great job of removing paint and other bits and pieces but leaving the good metal intact. Now you'll go through quite a lot of these, and like I say, they're not the cheapest, but if you're wanting the correct results, these are great. A lot better than normal sandpaper, and a lot more gentle on the metal than flap discs. So yeah, get these and try them, see how you like them, but I would recommend. So as I said, I'm going to go have a go at just underneath the gutter, see how deep it goes, and I'll come back when I've done that. Bearing in mind it's not just the outside that goes through to the inside, and there's going to be damage in there, and I've got all the other bits, but my goal at the moment is trying to get Poppy as watertight as I can while I say the better weather. It's still raining, but it's warmer, and it's July, so we need, or I need, to get her as watertight as I can before the really poor weather hits. So I've been along very roughly with the tools I showed you, plus a screwdriver, and yeah, it pretty much goes all the way along. I'll go along with the small camera and you can have a look with that, but It basically, good metal starts right here. It's always had a previous repair. As soon as you get to here, all the way along to the B post, there's holes all the way up there. So the good thing is the metal all along the top is good, so be able to take that up into here and just weld it onto here. The guttering, without getting in and under the roof, I don't know what condition it's in, so I'm thinking the best thing for that is just to buy new guttering. I don't want to cut any of this off at the moment until I've got new ones ordered, so that'll be next on the list. In the meantime, I don't want all this good better metal being exposed and rusting, because it'll rust in less than a day, so I'm going to stick some acid etch on this just now, get some duct tape over just to stop the rain getting in, and then I'll need to leave it at this stage, this bit anyway, at this stage until I can order the better parts, and probably until I can come up with a shelter to mean that I can work on it without being tied to the weather. So I'll keep it all in this video for you guys, but for me, more ordering and more money. Hi everyone, the last footage you guys seen was months and months ago, probably close to a year, of the damage to the roof on the outside. In that time, so much has happened. If you follow the channel or the Facebook group, you'll know I've moved house and my circumstances have changed. Why did I move? More storage. More storage to work on this and my other projects. So, Poppy needs a lot of work done. I live in Scotland, the weather's rubbish, I've been bound to the weather, and I need to be able to do a full restoration all year round. I need to do it inside. So I've got the space inside now. What I don't have is the height clearance to get in the garage. So I didn't want to take the roof off, ideally, but I've showed you in the past videos some of the rust around outside, so that needs fixed anyway, and you can't weld metal when you've got a fiberglass roof. So I've decided the route I want to go down at the moment is to get rid of the fiberglass roof and to get a pop top. Now I know the price of pop tops are crazy, and the price to get them delivered are even crazier, but I'll worry about that at the time, and the value it'll add, I'm trying to counterbalance in my head, will be worth it. So, took a bit of deciding, but this roof needs removed. Now I know they're all different, and there's no set way or how they're put on. This used to be a van, and I've seen pictures with it. If I can, I'll stick a few up here. So the roof has been added on at some point in its life. Now I've tried a few things. I've tried this. These are great for metal to try and clear some of the outside, and I'll show you after this what I tried. I've also tried this. This is a bit too rough on the fiberglass. It was just destroying the fiberglass, so that was disregarded. This was a bit softer, and it was going to work for the outside. It was getting the clearance between the roof and the metal done to a point where I could have got in. However, it's not just the outside the van's been sealed on, it's also the inside, and the access is just not great. So basically I'm going to end up having to cut it above where it's been sealed, ultimately destroying the roof. I could have taken a lot of time, went round it, and I did try to do it, but it was starting to break. It's rusty, and again I'll show you in a minute. It's rusty all the way around, but it's also brittle with the fiberglass is, so it was just breaking. So I'll show you what I'm talking about just now. So with the back gutter in, I just tried first using this, and you can see it actually clears it out quite good, at the back at least. You can see the definition in here, and it was getting away all the filler, silicone, whatever this is. Yeah, whatever that is. But that was only the outside. When you go to the inside, it wasn't getting it off, and you can see here, I don't know how well it comes up on camera, it was also wearing down the fiberglass compared to up here. So I disregarded that. Now if I come to the inside, you can see there's a lot of this that is really solid. So even with removing it on the outside, getting in here for access was not the greatest. Again, without breaking it. Come around to the side, around here, so this lips down, and up here, this is all part of the fiberglass, but when I tried to lift it up, it just all started breaking. You can see it's all breaking away here, causing damage, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of saving it. And then if we come to the front, again, access is near enough impossible getting along there, especially with my physique. There's no way I was getting in from this side to chisel away what's been put in to seal this. So the decision was, or the decision is, I'm just going to cut the roof off with an angle grinder above where it's been sealed. I'll get it down as far as I can, see how much I can keep intact, but I've looked online and there's not actually many fiberglass roofs, so I think they're about £200 to £300. It depends who's looking. The problem I've got with this as well is when it comes off, it's a storage. Where do I put it? I don't want it lying outside. I could set it on top of the van in the garage, because the garage is high enough once you're inside, but it would just get in the way. So yeah, I'm going to cut it off, get the van in the garage, and then I can decide what route I'm going down. Once it's cut off, all the stuff that's left at the bottom that's sitting on the roof can all be grinded away, and then I can get into the real horrors. So this will be the last time I talk to you when the roof's on. I'm just going to get on and get it cut off. There are a few things that need taken off first. There's a light stuck to the roof, there's a plug socket stuck to the roof, and there's a CB antenna stuck to the roof, so they need to come off first before I get cutting. And I've been trying to do this for about 3-4 weeks now, and it just keeps raining. Let's get this roof off. So this is the space it's going to fill. There's a stripper along the top that'll just come off, and it's actually quite loose once you take that off, so it's not sealed the best, which is probably lucky for me, so that's what I'm going to get off first. So the roof's off, the fiberglass roof's off. I quite enjoyed that. It was quite fun. I ended up destroying it. I tried taking it off, but it was causing a lot of damage to the metal underneath the roof, so I sacrificed the roof to try and save what I can of the frame. Although some of it is looking pretty bleak, but that's another day. So yeah, storage wise as well, there was nowhere to put the fiberglass roof. I didn't want to keep it. When I seen it started to come off, I thought it looks much better like this with a pop top, so yeah, it's going to be a lot better. So as you can see, I'm in the garage, proper dry storage, still a bit tight, but I can move cars in and about when I'm working on them. And yeah, a lot of work ahead on Poppy, but that's another video, another day. I'm knackered. So I'll end that one there. I'll say thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!